Hi guys, this video here is serious. I want you to sit down, grab a soft drink, a beer, a beverage, and watch this video. Hi guys, ArchieLuxury on the ArchieLuxury and the Paul Pluta channel. Now today guys, I'm making a very special video. This is a very special video, so I'd like you to pay some attention to this video here. And please put some comments below. And remember, like, subscribe, and tell your friends about my YouTube channel. Today I want to discuss the top 10 types of watches to avoid. What should you avoid? And this is a really interesting topic because for so long I've been telling you what to buy, and I think it'd be a great idea if I told you the top watches to avoid. What should you stay away from? That's a very interesting topic there. So let's start now. What top 10 types of watches you should avoid? Let's go through it. So firstly, at number 10 position there, we've got the horrid fakes and replicas. That's right, the fake Rolex. We've got, you know, they're just so cheesy. Fake replicas, you know, whether you've been to Bangkok and picked up a replica Rolex, or you've gone to the bad part of New York, what is it, the Canal District, Canal Street, you know, where they sell all the shitty fakes. Or you've gone to Europe and there's been some African guy selling fake watches in his coat. I would seriously say to you, avoid fake and replica watches. Now, I would also add blatant bullshit homage watches. That's right. These are watches that look, they copy the form of well-respected watches. For example, so many fake looking, they've got the Rolex Submariner in mind, so they've made a homage. Steinhardt. That's right, brands like that, absolute bullshit nods, a bullshit nod to history. They are absolutely crap, So I would say fake and replicas, that's easy. That's just garbage. But then it's these horrid fucking homage type pieces. Steinhardts, these type of watches, Invictas, absolute fucking shit. These are garbage pieces, and they really only exist because men are trying to fill a watch box. They got a blank spot in the box, so they can't afford a vintage military Submariner, so they get a Steinhardt. Absolutely terrible. It's pure ghastly. Absolutely pure ghastly. Okay, number nine itself there. And I gotta be honest with you, this is something that I really detest. Absolutely detest. It's the modded watch. Oh my god. Modded wristwatches. What the fuck is a modded wristwatch? And I mean that you make a Seiko look like a blank pane? fuck me dead. Fuck me dead. I mean, that is just the most stupid fucking idea I've ever fucking heard of. You want to make, now, if you want a blank pane, you buy a blank pane. You don't buy a fucking Seiko SKX and then mod it. I mean, I remember in the 80s, they had these people who wanted to have a Ferrari. So what they would do is you'd get a Toyota Celica, and you got this big body kit, which made it look like a Ferrari 328. And you know, you even had the Ferrari badge on the back, on the front, and I mean, it was just so fucking bullshit. I mean, it's not a Ferrari, it's a fucking Celica with a hideous fucking body kit on it. And I mean, it's just absolute fucking hogwash. Fucking hogwash modding. If you can't afford a Ferrari, you don't buy a Celica with a big plastic body kit. Okay, same with these watches. You can't afford a blank pane, you don't fucking mod a Seiko. That is uncool. It's uncool. It's just gauche. It's just so gauche. Gauche. It's just so, it's anti-suave, anti-matter. That's what it is. Anti-suave, anti-matter. That's what it is. It's just modding. I mean, if you can't fucking afford the real deal, right? It's like having a fucking Corolla and putting a Mercedes emblem on the front. You know, you ain't fucking fooling anyone. You ain't fooling anyone. And it gets worse than that, because with that fake Ferrari, the Ferrari people hate you. They think you're a cheap shit, right? The Toyota people hate you because it's sacrilege to damage. The Toyotas are actually getting collectible. The early Celicas are actually quite collectible, and they shun that sort of behavior. So modding watches, absolute bad idea. Very, very bad. Stupid idea. Okay, number 8. Number 8, and I'm going to put a link in the description. This is one of my videos I made. The Ukrainian Franken watch. Ah, the Ukrainians. These are Eastern European charlatans. So what they do is very, very interesting idea. They get themselves an old nondescript movement from a wristwatch, and then they turn it into a Patek Philippe. It's amazing. With a little bit of etching on the bridge and on the movement, you could make an old movement look like a Patek Philippe movement. And these Franken watches, absolute disaster. Absolute disaster. The other thing they're doing is they're saying they're converting. This is actually another. I've actually separated these two things here. Number 6 is actually converted pocket watches, but these sometimes go hand in hand, because what they will do is they will get a generic Swiss, you know, just a no-name Swiss pocket watch, and they will then engrave on the movement Patek logo, Patek shit all over it, often the wrong font, and if you're a real Patek person, you know the movements, certain movements they use. Well, these look like nothing that Patek uses. Then they'll put Patek or Vacheron or AP on the dial, and instant vintage wristwatch. So these scammers, they were quite prolific on eBay. They were selling these from a lot of Eastern Europeans were selling these things here. Great script they had there. Great script. Really nasty fucking things, and that you're not fooling any. I know a few people who bought them. They thought they were getting a bargain Patek when they were getting a piece of Eastern European shit. Absolute nasty European shit. So my advice there, any of these Ukrainian Franken watches, If the deal is too good to be true, often it is. Often it is. If the deal is too good to be true, often it is too good to be true. So these Ukrainian or Soviet Union, Eastern European Franken watches avoid like the plague. They are fucking shitters. No collectability. Just absolutely fucking terrible. I've made a few videos on them. I'm going to put some links in the description below. You can see the videos I've made on these Franken watches. Okay, number 7. Number 7 is the fashion watch. The fashion watch. And these here, they can be inexpensive fashion watches. You have brands like Fossil, Diesel, Guess. And you can even, I would even include high-end fashion watches like the Chanel. And one of my, there is a brand which is semi-fashion watch, almost decent. Cartier! That's right. I think they're best avoided. Give them the wide berth. Cartier watches are for women. And they're fashion watches. Fashion watches, absolutely no collectability. They got a shelf life like the fashion season. They come, the whole point of buying a quality wristwatch is that it's timeless. It doesn't go in and out of fashion. It is fashion. It's timeless. This is the most important thing. So many people out there, they want to grab a bargain and they, look, it costs. If you want to be suave and sophisticated, right, you need to have a Mercedes SL, a Porsche 911, not the fucking Boxster, 911. You need to have a Ferrari. These are expensive cars. Same with wristwatches. You want to look cool, you need nice clothes and a fucking real watch. Get a real watch. And fashion watches, just often they got quartz, Chinese movements in them. Fucking ghastly. Pure ghastly. Absolute fucking shitters. Absolute shitters. Fashion watches. Best avoid. Don't go in there. They're not collectible. Just very, very, how would you put it? Just very, very, just stay the fuck away. Get a decent watch. There's so many good watches you can get. Get a decent watch there. The fashion watches, avoid like the plague. Avoid like the plague. They just never be collectible, never worth terribly much. Fucking shitters. They are fucking shitters. Okay, moving along now. This is number 6 here. And I gotta tell you, this is one that I sort of brushed on before. I've separated it between two watches because I didn't want to confuse the two. This is the converted pocket watch. Now, I did, number 8 was the Franken watch. Now, often with the Frankens, what they do is they get a pocket watch movement. They then turn it into a new case. They recase it. And then they say it's a Patek. It was originally a Patek pocket watch, which now they've turned into a Patek wristwatch, which is complete baloney. Complete baloney. Do you think the Eastern Europeans had so many Pateks, Vacherons, Breguets, APs? I don't think so. So this is the converted pocket watch. Now what they basically do is they do this. They can either pretend, they can either put a fancy name on the dial, or let's assume they're not so unscrupulous. They're just converting a pocket watch into a wristwatch. And often what they'll do is with a pocket watch, they'll add lugs, and then you need some sort of leather strap or bracelet that goes on it. Converted. I mean, this is really sacrilege, because pocket watch collectors, they don't like, it's molested. You understand? These are then molested pocket watches. Pocket watch people don't want them because they've been fucked with. The tricky thing is, with a pocket watch, see, they don't just put lugs on it and then it's all hunky-dory. No, 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 no. What actually happens is, with the pocket watch itself there, they need to rotate the dial. Okay, this is where, because you want the crown on the end, so they have to rotate it. They have to move the dial. They got to move the dial from where it is on a pocket watch, because the turning knob, that becomes the crown. Well, it is the crown on the pocket watch, but it becomes the side crown. So it really, this is what they do. They don't just put lugs on it and off you go. No, no, no. They fuck up the dial. They fuck up so that they end up cutting. The dials normally have 2 feet, and the feet are in the wrong place. So they cut the feet off, and unscrupulous ones put new feet or glue the fucking thing in. It's a disaster. Glue is a big sin in watchmaking. You don't want to start using glue. That's a very nasty thing to do. So it really fucks the whole thing up. It becomes a complete basket case, because pocket watch collectors don't want it, wristwatch collectors don't want it. It just becomes a fucking absolute horror. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. At least when it was a pocket watch, it had a little bit of credibility as a, a vintage timepiece. But then you start molesting it. Oh my God, that is just absolutely terrible. And the worst ones are the Eastern Europeans, who not only convert pocket watches into wristwatches, but they, sneaky fuckers, they'll often recase it and put Patek on the dial, Patek on the movement. Oh, suddenly this old Swiss, or just an old generic watch, becomes a very valuable Patek. Absolute bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Okay, moving right along there. And then number 5 is the smartwatch. That's right. Smartwatches. I mean, hey, we've all got mobile phones. We've got mobile phones. What can I say? Mobile phones. Hey, we've got mobile phones. So, yeah. Smartwatches, just uncool. It's uncool. It's like a nice fountain pen. It's still beautiful to write with. You just got to have some appreciation. A nice mechanical wristwatch. That's what you really want. You really want a nice mechanical wristwatch. If you don't get it, I'm not trying to convince anyone to buy watches, but if you don't get it, there's nothing I can say. There's nothing I can say. Smartwatches. No, keep that for the Silicon Valley startup, the funky CEOs, but avoid like the plague. Avoid like the plague. Smartwatches. Come on, we got a bit of style. Get a mechanical wristwatch. That's what you want to do. Get a bit of style. Live a bit of life there. Okay. Number 4, top 10 types of watches to avoid. Number 4 is girl-sized watches. Girl-sized watches. And I gotta tell you guys, this is a very interesting thing. Girl-sized watches. Look, the 80s are over. Wall Street, I'm sorry, I'd love to live in the 80s or 90s. They were a great time, but I'm sorry, those times are over. 32 mils, 33 mils, it's too fucking small. That's right. That's right. I mean, be honest with you, the absolute smallest size watch any man should consider is 37 mils, maybe 36 at a pinch. Like, for example, you got a Rolex Day-Date there, 36. You got a vintage Patek, You don't really want to go smaller. 37, really. We're in the new millennium, fuckers. We're in the new millennium. So, I mean, the thing is this. There are so many bargain small watches. It's because they're too fucking small. Nobody wants them. It's the reason that Rolex bubble backs, these are a 1930s, 1940s type of watch, Why are they so cheap? Because they don't fucking look good on men. Men have become bigger, taller, and fatter. We are supersized. So those watches from a bygone era, well, they're too fucking small. Nobody wants them. They may appear as a bargain. I mean, years ago I had a Royal Oak. I had a two-tone Royal Oak, which was quartz. It was a Royal Oak, but an AP. And I gotta be honest with you, it was 33 mil. Too fucking small. It was too fucking small. Then I sold it and got a 36 mil. And I gotta be honest with you, it was also too fucking small. Too fucking small. The 90s are over, sunshine. Wake up. Wake up. I really believe you've got to get a watch the smallest size for a modern day watch, for modern day man. 37 mil for a dress watch. I think ideally a sports watch should be 40 mils, and the absolute upper echelon would be 43 mils. That is the cutoff, okay? 33 mils are too fucking small. Nobody wants them, okay? You buy these things, the reason they're cheap is because the market has priced them cheap because nobody fucking wants them. There are some absolute great watches at small size. AP has got a gorgeous, Audemars Piguet has got a gorgeous 36 mil perpetual calendar. You can get it for under 10,000 US dollars in yellow gold. Under 10,000 for a perpetual calendar. But it's too fucking small. It's too small. It's too small. I'm sorry, this is the reality. It's cheap for a good reason. It's too fucking small. And even on skinny, weeny, whiny guys, I think 36 mil is the smallest you should go to. 33, it's a fucking girl size. So just, that's my opinion. That is my opinion. Stay away from the 33 mil girl size watches. I mean, we're men for fuck's sake. Number three, top 10 watches to avoid, and this is redialed sports watches. Wah, 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 wah. Redialed sports watches. The most valuable component on a vintage watch is the dial. The dial, that's the thing people look at. It's the face. It's like a face. If you've repainted it, it's lost that patina and age. It's just, you don't want it to look new. You want it to look patinaed. You want it to look, aged. You don't want it to look brand spanking new. So redial, oh my God. I mean, often they've redialed watches because they've had water damage, but redialed is the kiss of death in the wristwatch collecting scene. Nobody wants a fucking redialed sports watch. It kills the value. The other thing is service dials. I mean, if you've got a vintage Rolex, I had a good friend of mine had a 5513 no date Submariner. It was from late 60s. He sent it to Rolex for his service and they changed the fucking dial and charged him. They kept the old dial. They don't give you any parts back, and he halved the value of the watch. Halved the value and paid a pretty penny for the privilege. I mean, fuck. Just redialed sports watches. Avoid like the plague. Avoid like the plague. It is absolute last resort to redial a watch. It is just so sacrilege. Don't do it. Don't do it. Nobody wants a redialed sports watch. It is killer. On vintage, the dial is so important. Okay, top 10 types of watches to avoid. Number 2, mid-tier. That's right, guys, mid-tier. This is one of the nastiest group of watches you get there. See, in my opinion there, you've got your entry-level Swiss. I'm not talking fucking Swatch either. That's garbage. I'm talking your Tissot, your ARCHIE'S, okay, about $1,000. Then you've got absolute fucking shitters. You got your Squallies, your Steinhardts, you got all this mid-tier, Frederick Constantine, oh my god, absolute dog shit. Absolute fucking dog shit microwaved. You either buy the low end. So low end is Seiko. If you want to go Swiss, ARCHIE'S or Tissot. Nothing else. You don't buy this mid-tier fucking shit. The first entry-level luxury watch that anyone who's watching this should buy, I will fucking tell you, the Tudor Black Bay Heritage, okay? That is the entry level. This watch here, it retails in Australia $4,410. In America, it's about $3,500 US. That's the full retail new price. You can haggle like a bitch. Get 20% off. That is the entry level. Decent wristwatch. That is it, fuckers. Forget these other shitters. Absolute shitters. Forget these fucking mid-tier shitters. Shitters. Absolute garbage. Mid-tier shitters suck. They absolutely fucking suck. Mid-tier, oh my god, that is just revolting. Mid-tier, fuck me dead. Stay away from those mid-tier shitters. The first decent level of watch, Tudor Black Bay Heritage. That is it, fuckers. That is it. And the second watch you should buy, what do you buy after you've got a Tudor? After you got your Tudor, what do you buy next after that? You buy the Omega Speedmaster. Man on the fucking moon. You buy the moon watch. Your Halcyon glass. Forget the fucking sandwich. You buy the fucking Halcyon manual wind one, fuckers. That's the one you get. Okay. And number one, this is the top 10 types of watches to avoid. Number one, full retail with no discount from the AD. That's right, guys. Full fucking freight. Now, the only exception to this rule is Rolex Steel Sports. However, if you've looked at my guides to how to negotiate from a new AD, buying a new watch, I just got an email in yesterday. A good fan of mine, he got a Hulk at a discount. They will fucking discount, believe you me. You follow my guide, you will save a fucking fortune. Full retail. See, full retail, you go in there, they're gonna circle this margin. You're gonna go bad. Let me give you some retail horror stories. A guy, he bought this Boxing Day 2017. 26th of the 12th. This is only a couple of weeks ago. He bought it. 6,310 Aussie. 6,3 Aussie dollars. Guess what? He changed his mind. 3 days later, he sold it to European Watches in Melbourne. That's Shawnee. And 3,500. He lost 45%. He lost 45% of the original. Man, you gotta fucking haggle. You gotta get big, hefty discounts. What do I think of the grey market? I approve of the grey market. Yes. Grey market. Price is everything, service doesn't matter. What is service? Excuse me, sir. Would you like a glass of mineral water? The rain in Spain falls mainly in the plain. No, fuckers, I want a fucking discount. That's what I fucking want. I got my own fucking water. I don't fucking need fancy Perrier shit. I got my own fucking water. I want a discount. Discount. Grey market dealers. Grey market, what does grey market mean? I approve of the grey market. Grey market is anyone who is not an authorized dealer. The grey market is amazing. I love the grey market. So people, these dickheads out there, fuckheads out there say, oh, the grey market, the grey market. The grey market is everyone like Jewelers on Time. That's a grey market dealer because he's not an authorized Rolex dealer. That's German Shop is grey market. Anyone who resells watches, that's grey market. That's grey market. So these fuckheads out there, these absolute fucking morons who say the grey market is evil. You are a fucking moron! You sound like a moron who's been collecting for 2 years. These dickheads. Grey market rocks! Fuck service. Price is everything. Service doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't fucking matter. I want to know I got the lowest possible price. That's what I want. That's what I fucking want to do. I want to make sure I get the absolutely, positively the cheapest fucking price known to man. That's what I want. That's what I want, fuckers. So there you go. The top 10 types of watches to avoid. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, and tell your fuckhead friends. ArchieLuxury, this is the greatest YouTube wristwatch channel known to man. Tell me what you fuckers think of that. Nice one, Arch. Great vid.
Okay.